Oh, having a cold isn't much fun, is it? Soggy tissues everywhere, and you can never find one when you need one, unless you have a tissue monster in your bag. And these cool critters are the coolest place around to store your hankies for just such an occasion. So we're going to learn how to make a tissue monster. Will yours be a scary one with fangs, or a sweet one like Matilda? You decide. Are you ready? Let's sew. Now the great thing about these tissue monsters is you're not using a pattern, you can design them yourself. You might want a sweet one with a big full lips and nice eyelashes like Matilda, or a cute one with a cheeky tongue like Lauren's here, or maybe you want a scary alien monster with fangs and big bulging eyes. It's up to you, you can design your own. I've decided that I'm going to go for a green alien monster this time, and I've cut out pink tongue, and he's going to have crazy red and white eyes, and I think I'm going to use these googly eyes as part of his eyes as well. So I've cut these out all ready to go, and I'm using a long rectangle of felt that will fold nicely in the middle, and then I'm ready to make my monster. So now I'm ready to make my monster. I'm going to start by taking my rectangle of felt and folding it until it meets in the middle, because that's where the tissue is going to come out of. Now it's important that before we sew the monster together, we sew on his face, his eyes, his tongue, his fangs, whatever you're going to add. So to do that, we're going to put them in place and play around with how he's going to look. Now do I want mine to be a bit cross-eyed? Let's see how that would look. Or I think maybe slightly further apart. What about his tongue? Slight angle. So I'm going to move these eyes out of the way, and I'm going to pin these in place. And it's really important that you don't pin or sew through here. So I'm going to pin this in place, and I'm going to pop a pin in each eye to hold that in place before I sew. And it might help now if I open it out. And I'm going to use some nice red thread to sew on the tongue and the eyes, and also to sew up the sides. But the first thing I'm going to do is sew my eyes on, and because I've got red thread, I think I'm going to use running stitch or straight stitch to sew all around his eyes. So I'm going to start so that my knot's hidden underneath. Up, up, up. Down, down, down. So easy. And then what do we do at the beginning and end of each straight stitch? We do a double stitch. So up again and down again. And already the pin's slightly in the way, so I'm going to pop that in the pin cushion and hold it with my thumb and use nice small stitches to sew around his eyes. And I'm going to do the same with this eye. When I've finished sewing all the way around this eye, I'm going to sew all the way around this eye, stop with a double stitch, and then I'm going to use some stitches to sew some detail on the tongue, and that will hold the tongue on. And then his features will be ready to sew the tissue monster together. So we're nearly there. We've sewn on his features. I think I'm going to call him Cedric. He looks like a Cedric. And now we need to sew the tissue monster together. I've already sewn one side using straight stitch, and I remember to begin and end with my double stitch. And now I need to sew the second side together using straight stitch. Again, I've started with my double, and I'm going up and down and up and down, and I want to go all the way to the end. And can you see I'm actually using what's called the weaving technique, which is an even quicker way of doing straight stitch. I'm going down and up in the one movement. Just move that pin out of the way. Finish with this pin too. And I'm going down, and then needle's going through to the back, bringing it up again. And look how much quicker that is than doing down up individually. And for my last stitch, what do we end on? A double stitch. So I'm going up and down again, and then I'm going to use the back of my needle to make a knot right close to there and snip, And Cedric is almost complete, but he's a little bit hungry. He needs some tissues. And that's our new member of the Tissue Monster family. Thanks for joining the Stitch Club at coatscrafts.co.uk. I hope you and your children have had lots of fun getting started sewing. If you'd like to do more, why not check out my new book, Sewing Skills for Boys and Girls. Inside you can learn to sew, and there's lots of tips and skills and stitches to learn, and there's 20 fantastic projects with really easy instructions and lots of patterns to follow as well. And you can find out lots more about this book at coatscrafts.co.uk or on my website stitchclub.co.uk. That's all from us for now. So from Sophie and Chloe and Charlie, thanks for watching Stitch Club. Happy sewing. Bye!